Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School, where tonight the Lady Aces will be entertaining the Edgerton Bulldogs varsity team. Starting for Edgerton, they are coached by Joe Stark, and their record is 4-9 on the season. Their starters are Allie Cape, number 5, a 5'5" sophomore. Haley Siebeneller, number 12, a 5'7" junior. Rebecca Schrader, number 14, 5'6" senior. Number 23, Claire Flagel, a 5'7" junior. And number 35, Bree Hugg, a 5'9" junior. For Hicksville, we have number 1, Emily Sanders, the 5'5" junior. Number 13, a junior at 5'9". Number 13, Micah Schrader. Number 21, Alexis Kearns, a senior at 5'8". Number 22, Addison Bergman, a senior at 6'1". And number 24, Harley Schumann, a junior at 5'7". Hicksville is coached by Josh Fries, and they have an 11-3 record on the season. So we are ready for another night of basketball here. The Lady Aces leading the conference, an unbeaten record, and this being a GMC game, it is very important to them.
And this is actually a double dip week for the Lady Aces, Jim, because the game that was scheduled to be played against the Tenora Rams was postponed because of inclement weather. That's on the schedule to be made up just a couple days from now, Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. So really a couple of conference games. This is a big week for the Lady Aces.
It is, really is. It'll be real important to win this one, and then very important to win the Tenora game.
Yep. And of course, this is also a rematch of the championship game of this year's Route 49 Classic Tournament.
Yes.
That went the Lady Aces' way. So these teams are familiar with each other, Jim, and there's no love lost between them.
Yep. Yeah. You live close together, and, it's a rivalry, much like Antwerp and Hicksville and Fairview and Hicksville. So the tip is to Edgerton. Number 14, Rebecca Schrader with it. Number 5, Allie Cape. Allie Cape is a very good ball player. Number 35 was the ball with Bree Hugg. Number 23, Claire Flagel.
Slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs.
Flagel to inbound the ball. And she passes it to Sanders. Gives it to Micah Schrader. She's down the floor with it. Schrader, left and right to Sanders. Bring it out. Pass down low. Bergman shot is long, and the rebound went to Siebeneller, and she is called for a travel. Hicksville, Schrader inbounds the ball. Sanders from outside. Shot is up, no good. Pass intercepted by Jack Schumann. Harley Schumann. Micah Schrader back out front. Schumann with the ball. Down to Bergman. Back out. Schrader from 3. It's no good. Rebound goes to Allie Cape. Cape down the floor. Schrader with the ball. Drives baseline. She's stopped down there. Flagel out to Hugg. Bree Hugg shot. She misses.
Okay.
And
foul.
Micah Schrader is fouled on the rebound. Siebeneller with the foul.
Her first and team foul number 1.
Sanders with the ball out front. Gives it down to Schumann. Schumann across to Kearns. Ball is out front. Gives it down low to Addy. Addy, go back to using the glass. Cape and Flagel. The hug. Bounce pass down inside. Taken away by Bergman. Micah with the ball. Back to Schumann. Over to Kearns, and she travels. She skips her feet when she takes off. Got to remember to put the ball down first. Schrader with the ball across the 10-second line. Kearns working on her. Schrader into lane. Kearns tipped the ball away from her. And Schumann has it up the floor. Does it Micah Schrader to Sanders. Back out to Micah. Oh, she loses the handle. Rebecca Schrader
Travels.
and it's down to 23 Flagel, who travels.
Three minutes into the game and still no score.
Sanders to Micah Schrader, and we have a foul on number 14, Rebecca Schrader for Edgerton.
Team foul number 2.
Sanders to inbound. Down low. Addie Bergman with the bucket. Allie Cape across the line. Gives it up. Cape with it. And she's going to be followed by Sanders. Sanders first. Into the game comes Katie Bergman.
Last game we did, I think Addison wound up with 16 and Kate wound up with 15.
With Montpelier.
Yep. They were neck and neck.
Yeah.
And then
Schrader down floor in the corner to Kate. Down low goes to Kearns. She gives it up to Addie, and it's good.
4-0 Aces.
Rebecca Schrader gives it out to Bree Hug, and she hits
Hug
the
hits it.
two-pointer.
Yeah. What do you say? That's a long 2.
Yep. Schrader to Sanders to Kearns, and she does it again.
She's got flick on her face like, darn it.
Yeah. Says, darn it, did it again. Got to put the ball down. Either that or take one step and not two. Hug from outside. Allie Cape. Pass
Deflected.
underneath. Kearns gets it, rips it away, gets it up to Kate Bergman. Gives it to Micah Schrader down Addie, and it got off of her hand.
Addie started to turn towards the hoop just a fraction of a second too soon.
Like one of those football players that take their eye off the ball just as they're going to catch it. We have a 30-second timeout called by Coach Freeze.
He doesn't doesn't seem too upset about anything. The girls have been playing well. They've been handling the ball well. They haven't pulled the trigger as many. Maybe he's not happy with the fact that they're not taking some shots, but
they haven't been making crazy passes.
Yep, and we've also noticed so far this season, if Coach Freese begins to think that they're relying a little too much on Addison Bergman down low, he'll stop and do the timeout or a quick one to refocus him a little bit because they want to have that balanced scoring. Because otherwise it's too easy for any team just to shut down Addie and take away their offense.
Yep.
So
double or triple teamer. And Kate from outside, it's short. Allie Cape down the floor. Shot is blocked by Kate.
That was an impressive block by Katie Bergman.
Yeah, it was. Flagel down inside, ball taken away by Sanders. Sanders up the floor to Schumann. Schumann's down and going to get a travel ball. So Flagel and Rebecca Schrader bring the ball up. Cape from outside, off the rim. Addie Bergman.
Addie got that one, yeah.
Passed down to Kate. She took her eye off that one because she was looking up.
Yeah, she saw that. She saw the player in red coming her way and wanted to avoid the collision.
Yep.
Looks like we're going to have ourselves a fairly low-scoring
first
first
look at
quarter.
that.
Addie Bergman just, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take that. Sanders out front, Schumann across to Micah Schrader, and she bangs a three.
That's a three, yep. 7-2 now, Aces. 90 seconds left in our opening quarter.
Wow, that's a quick quarter.
And another
block.
Shot rejected.
Yeah, Addie about had a triple-double the other night.
And she had double figures in points and assists, or points and rebounds. She was just shy on the block shots, if I remember right. She had 8, I think.
Yep. Schumann picks up a foul.
Team foul number 2 on the Aces.
In the corner to Cape. Out there's a jumper. It's good. Allie Cape.
Makes it 7-4.
Schumann, Bergman, low turnaround. Got her own rebound and put it in. 6 points for Addie.
And most importantly, so far, Addison has not picked up any fouls.
Right. Allie Cape on the run, 41 seconds remaining. Micah over to Sanders. Sanders, the ball tipped away. Schumann picks it up. In the corner to Addie.
That's going to be on number 35.
Big girl.
Yep. Her first and team foul number 3 on the floor, and Sanders will have it on the baseline out of bounds.
Let it go, Micah.
Good. Nice
That's a
pass.
nice inbound play.
And again, they were looking for Addison, and Micah Schrader was able to sneak in there.
Flagel with the ball. Gonna give it to Cape. Cape gonna make the runner. We have a hand check. on number 1, Sanders.
Emily Sanders.
With her second.
That's team foul number 3 on the Aces, and our first free throws of the night. Hicksville up 11-4.
Man, that was on the floor. It definitely was.
I thought so too. A lot of people making that comment from the stands.
Yeah.
She'll hit the first one. Here comes Gipple in for Sanders. Mobley out on the floor too for the Lady Aces. Addison's catching her breath.
NBA continuation. So Allie Cape has 4 points, and she comes off the floor.
11-6. Aces still up by 5.
Schrader. Shot from outside was tipped and came up short. Score 11-6 at the end of the first period.
We'll take a break here after the first very quick moving 8 minutes of this varsity game. Let's say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, underwriting our basketball broadcasts on Hicksville Community Television. Music in the background courtesy of the Aces Upper Deck Pep Band. Once again, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford here in Hicksville, Ohio, lending us their underwriting support and help making our basketball broadcast coverage possible for you here on Hicksville Community Television. We want to thank them so very much. We want to remind you, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that is brand new or pre-owned, be it car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to stop by and check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville. Or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Don't see what you're looking for? Let the folks at Jim Schmidt know, because they'll always do their best to find you exactly the vehicle that you are interested in and make sure that it best suits your transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. I got a little bit longer than usual between quarters here. I think we're a little slow on getting the 1 minute countdown clock going.
It could have been. So
that's okay.
Yeah, it gives you more commercial time. Yep. You're good at that. Just ad lib.
Now, one of the things we saw in the Montpelier game, Jim, was one of these circumstances. I can't remember if it was at a quarter break or at a timeout, but they had the time expire and they gave them their warning, and they were still in the huddle, so they gave the Aces the ball and they just inbounded it and ran up and got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that happened in the ball game that I was at, because I saw it. It just took off with it. Yeah, that was a like North Central game.
I believe so. Yeah, so sometimes those extra few seconds can cost you in the huddle.
They sure did.
If you're not careful. Yep.
Schrader, to Kearns, over to Schumann, back to Bergman. In the corner, bring it back to Addy. Back over to Schumann. Schrader out front on top. Go to Kate, Bergman.
Closely guarded.
Yep. Down low to Addy. Nice move. Oh. She gets a rebound.
Up and in.
That was a nice move. It just didn't fall.
And credit the Edgerton Bulldogs, because Addison has had a couple of those tough putbacks, and they have yet to foul her either.
Yes.
So she hasn't gone to the line either.
Ball stolen by Flagel.
And loose on the floor, scooped up by Schumann.
Down low, Kate. Addy will take it away from you.
Jump ball.
Going to go Edgerton's way. Into the game for Edgerton is Emma Siebeneller. And sitting down will be Claire Flagel.
She's earned a breather.
Yes.
She's been playing hard out there tonight.
Cape with the ball. In the corner, throws it away. Intended for Hallie Siebeneller. Hallie Siebeneller's mother used to be a teacher here at Hicksville. We're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Bulldogs.
Yep. If I remember right, one of Hallie's cousins was a pretty good shot put and discus thrower here at Hicksville.
Oh, yeah?
believe, yeah, Madison Siebeneller.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I think they're cousins, if I remember correctly.
She got a scholarship.
Yep.
What, she's Tiffin?
Yep.
I think she's at Tiffin University.
Yeah, just terrific on the field events.
Yep.
And I apologize if I'm wrong, but I think that they are cousins. So.
I have no idea.
But maybe not. You think?
I know there's a Siebeneller family that was here that they are not related to.
Well, could be.
That she is not related to. But that could be.
Well, either way.
Yep. Either way.
Good athletes on both. If they are two separate family trees, they got good athletes on both of them. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Coach Freeze is putting new stuff in the game.
And tied up on the other end. That'll stay with the Aces.
Into the game's coming Sanders.
She's checking into the score table, so next stoppage.
Oops.
Just a bit short, and that time she draws the foul. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it is eventually.
Madison will go to the line. That'll
Number
be on
35 again.
For a second. Nothing but net. 23 and 33 into the game for the Bulldogs. And
23 is Flagel, 33 is Chloe Whitman.
And Sanders checks back in, and Katie Bergman will check out.
Oops.
Misses that one.
Not that time. Rebecca Schrader. Ball goes down inside to Flagel. Along the baseline to 33 Whitman. On back out on top. Rebecca Schrader. Alley Cape. Over to Schrader. Edgerton moving the ball on the perimeter. Cape back over to Flagel.
Aces are up by 10, so don't let them burn time off the clock here.
Well, yes. Gladly. Alley Cape. Flagel with the ball. Cape in the corner. Ball knocked away, and a foul is called on number 3 for Edgerton, Emma Siebenella.
Team foul number 5 on the Bulldogs now.
Oh, we got a foul down low. On 33.
Yeah. That'll be
They're trying to beat up the post people.
her first, and that's team foul number 6.
There you go. Schumann crossed Sanders. Sanders looking. There you go. She didn't start off.
She's
Sanders in the corner. Ball knocked away. Inside to Bergman. And it's going to be off Edgerton. Sanders will inbound.
Good set of eyes there, pulling up and not going after that ball, and that'll send Schrader to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
And Rebecca Schrader gets the foul.
That's number 7, Rebecca's second personal. And again, that should put the Aces into the bonus.
Micah at the line.
Coach Freese having a conversation with Lexi Kearns and Emily Sanders about something. Micah hits the front end. 4:12 left in the game, so the Aces could be shooting a lot of free throws. They've only committed 3 team fouls. And that makes it a 12-point lead for the Aces.
Whitman's pass up to Cape. Cape down in the corner. Cross court. Flagel. I got Hannah Hugg, number 24, in the corner. Oh, we're going to have a foul on Addie that time, I believe. Yep.
That'll be her first.
She's going to get a break.
Well, let's see, Mobley into the game along with Katie Bergman, Sanders, and Schumann will come out.
Allie Cape outside. It's off Flagel. Out of bounds.
Past the halfway point here of this second quarter. 3 minutes, 43 seconds until halftime.
See Mobley heading for the outside of the three-point circle. Kate Bergman from the corner and short. We have a foul. Kearns.
Her first.
Hannah Hugg gets it down to Whitman. Over to Allie Cape. Go Whitman in the lane. Jumper up. No good. Ball is off the hand of number 24, Hugg, and it's Hicksville ball. Gipple coming into the game for the Aces. Kearns leaving.
Kearns out.
That's different. You got Addie Bergman up in a high post.
Well, I've been trying to put my finger on it, Jim, because the Lady Aces just, they've got a different look from when they played this team in the Route 49 Classic. You can tell Josh Freese has changed things up.
Yeah.
And I can't exactly put my finger on what exactly it is he's done, but the Lady Aces
just changed his defense.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of a different look.
Oh, come on, Gipple, hang on to the ball. You're okay.
That one goes out into the commons.
It went over. She got a sandwich while she was out there.
Well, cream chicken is pretty good tonight.
Yeah, it is. Had mine. Oh, it's Flagel with the ball. Over to Siebeneller. Got it down to Hugg. Across to Allie Cape. Cape in the lane. 12-footer is up. Bounces good.
Gets the friendly bounce. Makes it a 10-point game. 2:17 left before the half.
Mobley with the ball over to Kate Bergman. To Gipple. Lob inside to Addie, and we get the bucket.
And the foul. Addison should be closing in, or is she in double figures already?
Yeah, she's got 12.
That's what I was trying to keep count in my head.
No, she's got 13. I'm sorry. I missed a free throw. It was there. 14.
13's no jinx for Addison tonight.
Nope. We need somebody else to score, though. Bounce pass inside. Shot blocked. Put up by Hallie Siebeneller. Haley. Schumann with the ball. Going around the other side over to Gipple. Gipple to Bergman into the lane. She loses the ball. And it's out of bounds to Edgerton. Kate tried to save it, but it was already going. (21-8), Aces with the lead. 1:25 remaining in the first half. Kate with a jumper from 15. Bergman
Addison
with the rebound.
Clears the board, gets it off to
Mobley. She's right in the range. Gipple. Pass across to Kate Bergman. No bucket, but oh, come on, Addie. Got it.
Third time's the charm.
She has to miss one or two before she can decide to put it in.
Gets the range.
Yep, Mom just showed up. Mrs. Bergman. Yep, Flegel drives around. Gives
Half
it
a
that.
minute.
Kate Schumann's going to pick up a push foul.
Push in the back. Her second.
Yep.
And that's team foul number 6.
Here comes Kearns into the game for Schumann. And also Kate Bergman's leaving, and Micah Schrader just came in. Bounce pass inside. Whitman is tied up by Gipple.
Jump ball will stay with Red, Edgerton.
Kate with the ball in the corner. Gipple went down. Shot put in by Alice Siebeneller.
23-10 now.
Micah Schrader from outside. Gets his own rebound.
Nope.
Ah. The light went off.
Yep. I guess they were going to let her have the shot. They said that the shot got off. Mobley bounced it off the iron, and no good, but it takes us to halftime.
And so at the halftime, it's 23-10, Aces with the lead.
We're going to take a break, but of course we invite you to stay tuned because Jim and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming up for you right here on HIX-TV.
The scoring.
I thought you got lost.
Yeah, I did. Scoring in the first half for Edgerton. Cape has 6 points. Hallie Siebeneller has 2, and Bree Hugg has 2. For Hicksville, let's see. Micah Schrader has 7, and Addison Bergman has 16. And we are ready to go with very little scoring from anybody but
those two.
Those, yes.
Yeah.
The other ones haven't even taken shots. So Hicksville with the ball. Schumann over to Sanders. Sanders from 15. It's up and no good. They have Turns with the shot too high. Bergman with the shot. Schumann. Is it back to Micah Schrader? She hits it too. Schrader will stop the bleeding.
Well, right after you say that, then you see Kearns taking a shot and Sanders taking a shot. And I know Katie Bergman took a couple of shots. None of them went down in the first half, so I wonder if that might have been part of the conversation in the locker room.
That might have been, conversation. You guys need to shoot more. So Rebecca Schrader with the ball. Allie Cape back to Schrader. Schrader turns, goes to the hoop, bounce pass underneath, and number 35, Bree Hugg, gets fouled.
Hugg hits the deck, and that'll be on Schumann.
Her third. Bree Hugg's first one is no good. Schumann comes out, and Kate Bergman's back on the floor. Hugg's second shot, it's good.
That one goes down.
3 points for her.
25-11 now.
Schrader. Kate Bergman. Back to Sanders. Across to Schrader. Sanders down to the baseline. Back out to Schrader. Down low.
Slapped away.
Knocked away, and Rebecca Schrader has it. Kearns knocked it away. It's back to Rebecca Schrader. Over to Bree Hugg. Oh, that's a travel.
Yep.
You're going to have a timeout called by Edgerton. Nope, 30 seconds.
That leaves the Bulldogs with 3 timeouts that they can use for the remainder of the game. The Aces have 4. And again, very early on here, so just one team foul committed by Harley Schumann for Hicksville. Clean slate so far for the Bulldogs. And Hicksville leading by 14, 25-11.
So it's Hicksville ball here at the scorer's table. Out to Addie Bergman. Over to Micah Schrader. Bergman set a pick. Schrader gets across the line. Over to Kate Bergman. Out to Sanders. The ball is stolen from her, and Allie Cape with the lay-in. 8 points for Allie.
And again, full court pressure now for the Bulldogs.
And
it is having too much of an effect for Josh Freese's comfort.
He called the 30-second timeout, so we're even at 3-3 left.
So it looks like the adjustments that Edgerton was going to make is going to be put on a lot of pressure and swarm towards the basketball, try to slap it out of there.
And Aces need to bring more help. They have Sanders and Schrader down there together to bring the ball. So Sanders to Schrader. Bring it up. Goes pretty quick. Rebecca Schrader. Kearns has the ball swiped from her. Sanders end up with it down to Kate Bergman. And it's going to be out of bounds to Hicksville. floor. Don't lay there, Addie. Get up. They bounced her head.
Addie bonked her head pretty good on that one when she went down. She'll get back up. She's okay.
She's tougher than that. We'll do the concussion checkout.
I think that Doc Haggerty said, "What's your name?" And she said Addison. He said, "Okay."
That's how many points do you have?
You'll keep an eye on her, I'm sure.
She says not enough.
So not in the act of shooting, so that'll be a foul on the floor.
Right. It was on the floor.
And just to be safe, they'll have her sit down and let Doc Haggerty talk to her a little bit.
Due to protocol.
Yep. Better safe than sorry.
Yep. Ball came around quick. Back out front to Schrader. Sanders. Over to Micah Schrader. Micah, two-pointer. Good.
Good.
She's in doubles. Allie Cape from outside. Flagel with the rebound. Allie Cape with a rebound.
Got to try to get it out of
Ball
there.
stolen by Kearns.
Yep, she was just surrounded on three sides by Lady Aces, and she just had to kind of get the ball out of there and hope for the best.
Nope. That ball's going to Edgerton. Here comes Klima. For
She'll come in
Kearns.
for Kearns. Addie Bergman back on the floor, too.
That moves Schrader back up at the point. Allie Cape in the lane, shot blocked by Schrader. And Sanders has the ball knocked away and out of bounds by Flagel. Here we are.
Oh. And a travel. I was wondering if that was what they were going to call, because she moved her feet. She turned around and had both Schumann and Addison Bergman right there.
Nobody was on top of her, but
And she took a little step back.
there you go.
There we go.
Schumann with an easy two. That's her first two of the night. Flagel, and she's blocked by
Schumann.
Schumann.
That'll be 4 on Harley.
Wow. That's not good. Here comes Alexis Kearns back in the game.
So Schumann in foul trouble with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. We won't be seeing her for a while.
Well, I'm telling you, this is no kidding. The officials are not nitpicking calls. Addie blocked shots, and they don't call fouls on her, and that's great. Because she gets in college, and it'll be, they're a block, and they're not a foul.
Tried to strip the ball away from Bergman, and Addie went right after it with her. And they went down, and unfortunately, Addison went down on top of her rib cage. So she'll be feeling that for a bit. Got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah, probably knocked the wind out of her.
past the halfway point of the third quarter.
Flagel to inbound it. Out to Rebecca Schrader. Over to Flagel in the corner. Back out to Flagel, over to Allie Cape. Rebecca Schrader out to Flagel. Over to Cape. Out to Schrader. Flagel.
Finally put
In
one
and
up.
out.
Nope.
Ball blocked and taken away by Klima. Nice pass. Oh.
Kearns couldn't get the roll, but she's going to go to the line.
It was a nice pass. Split right through there.
Had to chase the basketball down. It
Went to the
went
locker
towards
room.
the locker rooms, yeah.
Was headed for the shower. Yes.
There we go.
There you go, Alexis. Klima back out and Mobley on the floor. Mobley hasn't got to take one of her
Three-pointers
famous
yet.
three-pointers yet. Ball rolls. Kate Bergman. Wow.
Oh. You got away with one there, I think.
That's a good block. He took that ball right off her hand.
So Mobley will get the foul. That'll be her first personal, and that'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces.
We got Rebecca Schrader at the line. And it rolls good.
It's a friendly bounce. 30-14.
And
Gets
that
them
one's
both.
30-15. Micah, bring it up. Over to Addie. Mobley. Ball's deflected away from her. Flagel to the hoop. So we're going to have a Hicksville timeout.
Timeout, yep.
2:45 remaining in third quarter, a full timeout.
So 1 minute to talk things over for Josh Freese. And again, I think it's going to be focusing on breaking that press and getting the ball down the floor cleanly. And I think maybe some of that is just, watch. You got to remember that there are going to be people running up behind you.
Yeah,
So-
you got to, be...
Protect the basketball.
Yeah, protect the ball, take your time, relax, don't put pressure on yourself.
Yep. And you're up by 15 points. You can control the ball and hang on to it.
Yep.
And let the clock sort of be the sixth man on the floor for you.
Sure.
And
Yep, it's true.
again, the Aces looking for their 12th win and wanting to remain unblemished in the
Yes.
GMC.
Stay at the top. Oh, somebody got a trophy
Somebody's
today.
walking around with a trophy. I'm not sure what for.
Let's see, it's
That's-
Thursday night. Might be
Maybe the girls.
Quiz Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, holy cow.
Either that or I think the girls' junior high teams were playing in their tournaments.
Oh, that's got to be, yeah. Well, that was a pretty good size one coming with the Hicksville
Yep.
girl carrying it.
Yep. It looks like somebody's shooting a basketball on a little figure on top, so. Inbounds.
Rebecca Schrader out to Flagel. Flagel drives in the lane, bounce pass to Whitman. Tipped away Mobley tipped away to Rebecca Schrader, and the Cape back to Schrader, to Flagel, to Schrader, to Cape, in the corner, bring it back around, Flagel to Schrader. She jumped.
And
Three-pointer by Rebecca Schrader. Cape.
And that's off the glass and good. Just like that, it's a 10-point game.
It's 10 points for Cape. Schrader checked into the,
Emily Sanders
or
hits the
Sanders
Zach.
checked into the out of bounds area.
Team foul. It's number 2 on number 33. Schumann
Mobley out.
back into the game, playing with 4 fouls.
Got 1:22 remaining. Bergman with a 2. Flagel in the corner is in the lane. The ball back out to Rebecca Schrader. And it's knocked out of bounds by Whitman.
1 minute exactly in our third quarter.
Sanders out. Turns in. Rebecca Schrader back on the floor.
Number 21 coming in too at the last minute.
Allie Cape coming off.
One referee saying he thought it was touched by an Edgerton player, and all the Edgerton players going, I never touched it. And they'll have a brief conference, and it'll be red ball. And again, a huge flock of substitutions from the Edgerton bench.
Got Hug back on the floor.
And Sanders will be the lone switch for the Aces.
Schumann sets back down.
Almost.
Rebecca Schrader. Keep your hands off her. Kearns. Whitman going around. Kate Bergman.
Out of bounds again, 46.1 seconds.
Whitman out to Bree Hug. Kearns from 3, or not Kearns, Cape. Holy cow, leave him attack him.
Well, they're letting them play a little bit, I guess. Ten seconds.
That's a carry. 6 seconds.
And again, they'll bring in 3 new players for the Bulldogs. Nope. Bergman had a good look.
Yep.
Bounced it off the back of the iron.
Yep. Good look.
And so that'll wrap up quarter number 3. And at the end of 3, it's the Aces by 12, 32-20 here at the Red Zone Varsity Girls basketball action. And as we get ready for the final quarter here tonight, or at least final quarter in regulation, we'll once again say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Once again, for not only the basketball season, but for the entire school year, 2017-18 school year, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford stepping up and underwriting not only basketball, but all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And we cannot thank them enough for their continued support. So we just want to let you know that anytime you see Aces sports of any kind here on Hicksville Community Television, it's all thanks to the generous support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. We hope that you will support them as well. You see Jim or his lovely wife, make sure you thank them for making our Aces sports coverage possible, because they're the ones that make it happen. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Carried the ball for a high dribble.
It's okay if you put your hand on top of it when you dribble.
Yep.
But if you don't, it's just a carry.
Almost losing it, but the Bulldogs get it back. Out of bounds, and again, they'll say last touched by Hicksville.
Flagel inbounds to Cape. Cape out Flagel from 3, no good.
Sanders being mugged out there, and they call the jump ball. And Josh Freese is
Having a
kind
conversation.
of questioning that. It looked like they were all over Emily Sanders. There you go. 2 more for Addison Bergman.
That's 20. Whitman from outside is no good. Rebound Flagel. That'll be a block shot. That's okay. That's making them shoot the free throws.
And that, I think, might have also been Addie Bergman just saying, I got enough's enough.
Yep.
I'll pick up my third. 6.5 minutes to go. Hits the first one. Makes it 34-21.
Claire Flagel, her first point.
She's been out there playing hard, but
Yeah.
she's not going to have the points to show for it.
Yeah, she's played about the whole game.
And that's going to be 1 and 1.
That was not a foul.
Oh, okay.
That was a jump ball. Turn around, girls. Alexis Oh, yeah.
Not sure if that was accidental or.
That was the bump and run.
Yeah.
Or the run and bump.
That'll be number 7 on the Aces, so that puts the Bulldogs into the bonus.
Man, and they only got 3.
Well, they haven't been calling a lot of fouls on the Edgerton Bulldogs here.
You're right.
Coach Freese has been up chatting with the officials a couple times about that.
Short. Nice hands, Kate.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Aces. 5:44 left in the game.
Haley Siebeneller.
3 from the corner and timeout on the floor.
5 points for Haley.
That makes it a 10-point game, 34-24. 5:27 left in regulation. Sanders looking like she's going to be checking back in. We come out of this timeout. A full 1-minute timeout. And that leaves the Aces with just 1 remaining, so that might factor in because there's still a fair amount of time on the game clock, Jim.
Yes, there is. Plenty of time. Lots of time. Aces need 3 or 4 buckets.
Yep. So the Edgerton strategy, I think, is pretty obvious. It's just put on a lot of pressure, swarm them, bat at the ball.
Yep.
And the referees, the officials are letting the girls play a little bit. So in several games that we've done, there would have been a lot more fouls called on Edgerton, I think, but not the case here tonight. And that's part of the game. That's an adjustment you have to make if you're playing, right, Jim?
Right. Definitely. You got to adjust to the officials. They don't adjust to you. It's just all there is to it.
Yep.
That's one thing I tell them when we're having our umpires classes. It's make them kids adjust to you. You don't change to them.
Schumann goes strong to the hoop.
And Kate took a beating and got the foul.
Yep, they were hoping
That's
for the
her first.
offensive foul
Wow.
on the Edgerton bench, but that'll be team foul number 4.
Look at there. Oh.
Schumann and Addie. There we go.
Addie, there you go. There's Hallie Siebeneller, and she loses it out of bounds. Make your passes sharp. There you go.
Out of bounds it goes. Back to the Aces.
Becca Schrader back in the game for Haley Siebeneller.
Get the ball into Micah Schrader.
Schumann across to Sanders in the corner to Alexis.
Burns drives the hoop.
That was a nice move by her.
That'll be the second on 23. Team foul number 5.
Flagel.
misses the front. She'll get one more.
Got it.
There we go.
Cape wanted to shoot a tree.
Stopped just in time before shifting her feet,
Yep.
too.
Flagel into the lane, over to Bree Hug. Rebound off Kearns, out of bounds. Flagel
Carries
got
the
a
three.
three.
Makes
That's
it a 10-point game once again.
That's her first basket of the night. And Cape gets a foul.
That'll be on number 5 again. That'll be her third. And team foul number 6 against Edgerton.
Bree Hug out. Haley Siebeneller back in. There you go.
Yeah. Kearns the bucket and the foul. Nice.
That was a nice pass. Addie gave it up.
She's got 20. She can afford to be generous and spread it around a little bit.
Sure. Of course, you know, she's looking for a win. She don't care about
Yep.
points.
And she'll pick up the assist, so.
Yep. Sanders, you put a kill shot on her.
And that will be 1-1. Emily picks up her third personal.
13 points.
40-27 lead for the Aces. 3:43 left in regulation. Hits the front end. So she
Cape.
gets the bonus.
And the second. That's 12 for Cape. She's leading Edgerton.
Travel. Yep. Threw that bun pass just a little too high for Micah Schrader.
Oh, both of the big girls are going to be in now. Whitman and Bree Hug. Rebecca Schrader with the ball. Gives it up to Cape. Cape spins. Back to Rebecca. Over to Flagel. Flagel to shoot another three.
Nope.
Off of everything.
Deflected back in bounds right into the hands of Addison Bergman.
Yep. There you go. That's it. Harley. Schumann with the bucket. Flagel. Cape from outside. Rebound. Schrader, and there's a foul called on Flagel.
Over the back, and that'll be 1-1 on the other end for the Aces.
It's third on Flagel.
Well, she's got 4. You're saying number 14.
Oh, it's on 14. It's not Flagel. It's Rebecca Schrader.
So she and Harley Schumann now. 4 fouls each. Harley's on the bench, and
So is she.
so is she. 2:55, 1-1 for Micah Schrader.
Got it.
Now it's time to hit the free throws down the stretch, Jim.
Yes, sir. It's when you make them. It's when you win ball games. Got them both. It's 13 points for Schrader. Another three-pointer for Cape. Cape is at 15 for the game.
And as soon as she hit it, timeout from Edgerton.
Well, we're at 2:42. They can do the same thing 2 more times. The idea of the timeout is to be able to let them set up their defense so that they can press and stop you.
Oh, we just heard the trophies for the girls from the 7th grade tournament. So
Oh.
a little bit early to play that one, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Aces up by a dozen, but with almost 2 minutes, 45 seconds left on the clock, a 12-point deficit is not necessarily insurmountable.
Oh, no. No, no.
Especially when both teams are in the bonus and able to shoot at the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Yes. Yep, that's what you don't want them to do is score when the clock is stopped.
Because really, Edgerton they're really just one good run away from getting right back into this game.
Yeah. Hit a couple trays and put you right back there. So Alexis Kern's going to inbound the ball. Get it into Schrader. Schrader to Addy. Bring it up the floor. Sanders down to Kearns. Addy off the glass.
And good.
Shot put up by Cape is no good. Rebound, Micah Schrader. Micah to Kate Bergman. Back out to Micah. Over to Sanders.
And we're going to get the foul that time. Sent Katie Bergman to the line.
That foul goes to Kate. It's her third.
Team foul number 9. So after this, it's double bonus for the Lady Aces.
Put up, Alexis. Oh.
And Katie, and then
Alexis. Man.
And it's still being volleyballed around. Jump ball.
And it's Edgerton ball.
Take a few more seconds off the clock with that. Under 2 minutes now.
Kate, she's afraid to shoot down in there because he'd get it blocked. Flagel back to Cape. Back to Flabel. Flagel over to Schrader. Back to Cape.
They're moving the ball around, but they're not taking.
It's good.
They took a lot of time to get that shot off. It's going to be a jump ball. Okay. Coach Freese wanted a timeout at some point, and they're just putting his hands in his head.
Because he just cost himself a layup.
Yep.
Yep.
And the one official, I think, throws both coaches a little bit because two of the officials, when there's a jump ball, they hold up their thumbs. But you've got one guy that holds up his index fingers, and that's like for a 1-and-1. So I think there've been a couple times both coaches thought that there was going to be a foul in a 1-and-1 when he was indicating a jump ball.
Yep, that's the problem with officials. They do not go by the rule. You know, it's just true. You gotta do the mechanics.
Yep. And Josh Freeze is going to have to make this timeout count because it's the last one that they have.
If you look at the real mechanics for basketball, for a jump ball, it's this.
Mm-hmm.
That is the real mechanic. There is no thumbs up.
So we'll have a little Let's Go Red in the background.
With 1:11 remaining.
They need to stop playing. And out of bounds over on the far side.
Yeah, off Kearns, out of bounds. Flagel will inbound it. Is it a Cape?
Pulls the trigger on a long three, no good.
Sanders
with the ball. Sanders loses the ball. The ball's...
It's Edgerton ball.
That'll be a jump ball, and possession arrow points to the Bulldogs. 55.4 seconds.
Flagel, bring it out. Cape, cross to Haley Siebeneller.
She'll be fouled.
Kate Bergman.
That's number 9 on the Aces now, too. So both teams just a foul away from being in the double bonus. So this will be the last 1-and-1 for the night. And she gets a friendly bounce. 46-35, an 11-point lead. Gets them both. And timeout, Edgerton. They pulled within 10. They're still down 4 possessions. So they've got a lot of work to do with under a minute to go. Harley Schumann checking in at the scorer's table. She may be back in action. Some music in the background from the upper deck. Coach Freese also sketching a play out on his tablet as well. So
yes, he needs something that's got to break the press.
Yep.
Something new, a little bit maybe.
Addison do the inbounds. And they'll foul Sanders with 38.4 seconds. Emily will shoot 2. So with this strategy, Jim, I guess their only hope is to first off, hope that the Aces miss. If not, then they're going to have to answer the 2 points or 1 point with a 3. Or
yes.
So.
Yep.
And Emily Sanders comes through when they need her to.
Yeah, she was the one that won the Antwerp game when they won by 1 point a week ago.
And she's going to be all alone at the free throw line as the other 4 aces are dropping back on defense.
She did that over there. She made both free throws at the end of the ball game to win it.
Line up for the 3, no good.
And we got Schumann with the rebound, and she is fouled.
29.4 seconds. And again, Harley will be all alone.
Kate picked up that foul.
That's her 4th. And Harley Schumann bangs it home.
5 points.
Misses that one. Try for the 3 again. No good. And wow. Micah Schrader gets thrown to the court.
Mobley coming into the game.
And they'll say that that was just out of bounds. "15 seconds. They'll hurl it to Mobley. Mobley will get it slapped away, but she gets it right back. And that'll be a foul on Kearns. They were just going to try to play keep away there, I think, Jim.
Yes. Yep.
And they did what they wanted to do, which was they took about 9 seconds off.
Yep.
And
Burned
they wind
the
up
clock.
and they wind up at the free throw line. Kearns hasn't been doing too bad from the free throw line. Makes it 49-36. Addison Bergman coming out of the game. And so is Micah Schrader to the clapping of the home crowd. Misses that one. Down the other way. They'll try to get a shot off at the buzzer. And they get it. That'll be good for 3. And it'll make it a 10-point final score. And all is said and done. It's the Lady Aces remaining undefeated in the Green Meadows Conference as they knock off the Edgerton Bulldogs tonight, 49-39, the final score. They up their overall record, I believe, now to 12-3. And again, they remain perfect in the Green Meadows Conference. And then they'll get ready to take on another conference opponent Saturday afternoon, as they'll make up the game that was delayed by inclement weather earlier in the season against Tenora. So Coach Josh Freese, give him credit, Jim. He changed it up just enough so that they would not be able to they didn't want to have the same look, I think, with the Edgerton Bulldogs that they did in the championship game of the Route 49 Classic. And they had some rough spots, and the pressure that the Bulldogs put on them did bother them a little bit at times, but they managed to overcome it, and they come away again with another win here at the Red Zone tonight. Jim's working away on.
Okay.
All right.
Scoring for Edgerton, Haley Siebeneller had 7. Rebecca Schrader had 5. Claire Flagel, 4. Bree Hug, 3. And leading all their scorers was Allie Cape, and she had 20. Edgerton was 10 of 12 at the free throw line. For Hicksville, Sanders had 1. Micah Schrader, 13. Alexis Kearns, 6. And Harley Schumann, 5. And leading all scorers was Addison Bergman with 24, and the Aces were 12 of 19 at the line. So actually, Edgerton closed it with free throws that the Aces weren't getting. So it's a matter of you got to have those free throws to make the big difference.
Yes, indeed.
If you don't have those free throws, you're in trouble.
So with that, again, the Aces can rest on their laurels, but not for long.
Right.
Like I said, they're back in action again on Saturday, just a couple of days from now, as we've got, I guess, like a day-night doubleheader coming up. And we'll have the girls playing in the afternoon. And then the guys will take on Fayette in the evening. Josh Freese making his way up. I'm going to hand him the headset here and let him speak with Jim.
There you go, big boy. We get you on here finally.
Yeah.
You guys are always talking to 105. You don't take time to talk to us.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. We killed them the other night with the boys' game too.
Right.
Anyway, not bad. Good ball game tonight. Could have been better. I'm sure you believe that.
Yeah, we tend to lose our heads at times with pressure. We rush ourselves. But hey, we got the W. That's the most important thing. We gotta hit the gym tomorrow. Continue to work on things. Every game, we just got to take little bits and pieces away. See what we got to do for the next one, and I'd say just relaxing and handling that pressure is the biggest thing.
Right. Tenora, they'll probably bring some pressure on you. They have in the past.
Yeah. They've got some pretty good girls. The Schleiser girl's been a 4-year starter, good rebounder, good outside player. She's a slasher. She takes the ball to the hole really strong. So we've got to be aware of her. They've got some really good shooters and a pretty well-balanced team. So we'll have our hands full, especially being our third game of the week. Really the best thing we got going for us in that one is that it's also their third game of the week.
Yeah, that is.
With those cancellations a couple Fridays ago, a lot of people are in the same situation, playing 2 league games in a week, oftentimes with only a day of rest like we've got coming up. So at least that evens the playing field a little bit. We're both got the same amount of miles on our
Right.
wheels. So
Right.
although Harley, I think, has a few more miles, it seems like, than anyone else. Her treads are falling off.
Yeah. She's a hustler.
Yeah, after she went down on Tuesday, we weren't sure tonight. She was kind of iffy all day, saying she was sore, but, she's a trooper.
Oh, yeah.
And, she iced a few times a day, talked to our trainer, and said she's good to go, gave us the thumbs up, and, she went out there and played great tonight.
Yeah.
Addie had a whale of a game.
Right.
Micah shot the ball real well, and everyone defensively. With Harley going down, Harley's typically, if they've got a quicker guard, Harley is typically our girl that will stick on that guard, have her go nose to nose with her. Her being a little banged up, we gave that task to Emily. I know the Cape girl, she had 20 points. She shot the ball real well. But I feel like we made her earn them.
Mm-hmm.
I think she got her shots off screens and not as much off one-on-one. She had a whale of a game. I mean,
she had a good second half.
Yeah, and she's a pretty good player. I think she's one of the top players in the league, and it's just too bad for us that she's a sophomore because we get to see her for maybe 4 more times at the 49 Classic and league play.
Yeah, you're right. You got Ayersville and Wayne Trace left.
Well, Tenora, we have
besides Tenora.
We have Tenora, then we finally get a little bit of a break. We have Fairview next Thursday.
Oh, that's right.
And then we go Pettysville, Wayne Trace. Pettysville is going to be our senior night, and then after that we finish off. Let's see. After Wayne Trace, we've got Eden on that Saturday, and then finish off on the road with North Central and Ayersville. So winding down. I just looked. I can't believe. It seems like the season at times drags on. Not that this one is, but can't believe 15 games are done, and we've got 7 left before tournament. So it's right around the corner.
Yeah, it truly is. And the way these girls are playing, now they work so well together. They don't, become selfish.
Right.
They give up the passes. They give up the ball.
They do. They pass the ball real well. They're very unselfish teams at times. Addie in particular is very unselfish, where we might need her to look to the basket, try to get them off their feet before
Sure.
kicking out. We move the ball real well. We're always, I tell them to have that next girl mentality. One more pass, next pass
Right.
up, look for that open one. You see a defender, look to drive and dish and draw that defender, get to that next girl open. And they did a great job tonight. Proud of all of them.
Yeah, they did really well. You had a nice ball game.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, appreciate
Good luck.
it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Josh Freese, proud of his girls, and rightfully so. Doing a great job here tonight. And I want to thank him for stopping by and chatting with us briefly here after the game. Also, thanks to, once again, Jim Schmidt Family of Automotive Dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, underwriting our basketball broadcasts. And, again, we want to wish the best to our player on injured reserve, Ben Vandenbos, taking a bit of a slip and fall. Hopefully he's feeling better and will be back with us before too much longer. And, of course, again, we'll be back here at the Red Zone on Saturday with a couple of girls' games in the afternoon and a couple of boys' games in the evening. With that, we're going to wrap it up. Again, 10-point victory for the Aces tonight. They remain undefeated in the GMC and in the hunt for that conference title. For Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.